Hello and welcome to a special budget edition of This Week at the General Assembly. In today's program, we'll give you an overview of the state budget and how it directly affects county governments throughout the state. Remember, you can find more information on any of the items we discuss here by visiting www.ncacc.org. With a final early morning vote on September 18th, the North Carolina General Assembly approved a state budget for the 2015 through 2017 fiscal years that accomplishes several goals sought by counties. Governor Pat McCrory signed the legislation the same day. A significant financial policy change contained in the legislation is a tax plan to help struggling areas of the state by expanding the sales tax base to some services and directing most of the proceeds to certain counties. Other new revenue remains in the county where it is generated, and it does not redistribute existing sales taxes as earlier proposals did. Beginning March 1st of next year, the sales tax will be applied to the repair, maintenance, and installation services on motor vehicles and appliances. Much of this additional revenue will go to 79 counties for educational and economic development purposes. In the area of education, the budget allots $100 million from the education lottery for school construction. The original intent of the lottery was to provide about twice as much, but over time, its revenue has been diverted to other educational purposes. The budget fully funds teaching assistants and prohibits school systems from using that funding for any other purpose. It also funds driver education through the 2018 school year and directs a legislative study of the driver education system. $12 million annually is directed to provide high-speed internet access to classrooms across the state, and the legislation authorizes the State Board of Education to consolidate school systems in counties located beside each other. Legislators provided for economic development needs by increasing funding for film grants to $30 million annually to entice film and television projects to North Carolina. Restoration of historic preservation tax credits encourages local governments to preserve historic architecture valuable to culture and the tourism industry of many communities. An increase in DMV fees, along with ending diversions of transportation revenue to other state programs, provides hundreds of millions of dollars for more transportation infrastructure. $5 million annually, plus additional one-time money, will go to rural, economically distressed areas for water and wastewater infrastructure projects. In anticipation of separate legislation before the end of the legislative session, the budget allocates $225 million to implement Medicaid reform. It also increases funding for mental health programs across the state, such as additional community hospital beds to divert mental health patients from emergency rooms. The statewide medical examiner system receives funding for improvements and modernization. Well, there are the highlights for the state budget's effects on county government. If you would like more information on any of the topics we've discussed here, please visit www.ncacc.org. There you can find our detailed report on the state budget, subscribe to our legislative bulletin, or follow us on social media. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.